I think I want to go outside and cause some shit. I think I want to go out in my yard and let them watch me. Let my neighbors know I'm a real person. I'm not gonna hide in my house. I'm gonna tell them off when I hear that little girl that's playing outside. She's always crying, and I'm always like, I can hear her from my room, and I always want to say something when I hear her crying, but I'm in my room. So if I start hanging out in my backyard, they'll know, like, oh, there's that girl who's in our yard. And then when I hear that little girl crying, like I always hear her crying when I'm in my room because I have my window open. You know, I can hear everything out there. I can hear. I once heard, oh, I once heard some girl yelling, help, help. And then I was like, I'm hearing things. I heard her saying, help, help. I'm stuck in a hole. I thought I heard her say. And I just ignored it. And then when I went downstairs, Jay had the door open, the back door open. And then when I was downstairs making a drink, I saw the firemen outside, the lights. And then I was like, oh, I thought I heard someone saying help, help. So the fire department came, so I wasn't hearing I don't know, must have been what do you call it, street a street show, you call it street drama, or I don't know, street theater, that's what it's called. Yeah, but they make this little girl in the back cry all the time. So if I start going outside and doing things in my yard, I can make her stop crying. I remember when we first moved in, that same house before these people moved in, their kid was hanging out the window. There was no screen, and her feet were hanging out the window. And I told her, get inside, get inside. And then her mom came, and yeah, they're like Muslim or Somalian or whatever. And then her mom came and like pulled her into the house, and yeah, it was fucked up. And then another time, we got a newsletter saying that some dude from across the way, he had a soft gun, and he was shooting it out his window. So there's like lots of sketchy shit happening. And these houses across the way are like Edmonton housing. They're like given to the migrants or whatever. They should be for, poor people in Edmonton, but they're all migrants. And there's one lady across the way. She looks like a witch. I swear to God. She's white. She's not a migrant. But she never comes out. But she always has like a different dog or a cat in the window. Like, she's sketchy. And she had like family that lived beside me, and a daughter, I think. And yeah, they were witches. Because her daughter lived beside me, and she would come out and she would go and visit her mom, and always yell out before she left, I love you, and she would always like be loud. And they're gone now beside me, and now migrants live beside me. And then yeah, one time I was sitting on my step, no, two times. The first time I interacted with the daughter of that lady who lived beside me, I had my door open so my cats could go out and play. And then they came along and they saw my door was open, and they were like, ooh, someone's in there. No, I don't know. They were like making a big deal about how my door was open. And then that time I was in the front sitting on my step, and they came out laughing. They came out laughing, and then they went back into their house. Yeah, they were weird. This neighborhood is weird. But I'm gonna start owning it. I'm gonna start playing my music. I'm gonna start having fires in the backyard. I have to. I have like Amazon boxes galore, and I could just burn them. Like, why not? Like, just sit outside. Yeah, they can see down into my yard because they just can. Like, you can look down into someone's yard and see everything that they're doing and everything that they have in their yard. And I've been hiding out in my house, and I'm tired of it. I want to go out, and I want to start speaking my mind. Like, when I hear that little toddler crying, and her parents don't come out and help her, because I used to hear her crying and crying and crying for, for a long time. And I was just like, oh, it's the noise campaign. It's just the noise campaign. But not like if I'm like out in the yard, I'm gonna like start I'm gonna start beefing about this noise campaign. Like, your daughter is crying. Like, why aren't you helping her? Like, no one helps this little girl. She's crying and crying, crying, and her mom's not coming out. Like, if the dad's out, he's like sawing and trying to make a deck out of like pallets, and he's just making noise. Like, so if I'm out there, hopefully I can scare them back inside, like, because I'm tired. I'm tired of the noise campaign.